It wasn't in my favor, but it wasn't hell. I made a lot of noise.
Jaheim was once on track to becoming one of the top R&B soul singers of his time. He even scored 3 Grammy nominations in 2010. But you know the crazy thing about being an entertainer? People can forget about you just like that and move on to the next big thing. And that's exactly what happened to Jaheim. Over the years, the New Jersey native's fame faded. Now, at 46, Jaheim has finally addressed the rumors about why he stepped away from the industry. Before we get into how Jaheim vanished from the spotlight and stirred up all his drama, let's take a look at his rise to fame. Coming from humble beginnings in the Memorial Parkway public housing projects to making it big in the music industry, Jaheim's journey was marked by triumphs, challenges, and key moments that helped shape his signature sound. Jaheim was born on May 26, 1978 in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and his life was marked by loss early on. When his father, Tyrone Deason Cole, passed away, Jaheim was only 3 years old. His mother, Julie Grell Hogan, was left to raise him and his 2 siblings in the rough environment of the Memorial Parkway public housing project. It was a tough place to grow up, but Jaheim had something special in his blood: music. His grandfather, Victor Hogan, was an R&B singer in the 60s, so from a young age, Jaheim was surrounded by the soulful sounds of his family's legacy. At family gatherings, Jaheim would sing for everyone, treating those reunions like his own little concerts. It was there that his natural talent began to take shape. Even though life in the projects wasn't easy, Jaheim had dreams of making it out through music. But like many young men growing up in harsh environments, he found himself caught up in street life, leading to trouble with the law during his high school years. His brushes with the legal system were tough on his mom, but Jaheim's voice became her source of hope, a reminder that despite the challenges, her son had the potential to rise above it all. By the time he turned 15, Jaheim had already begun to make a name for himself, earning accolades at the Apollo Music Theater's talent competition. His impressive performances showcased his powerful voice and stage presence, hinting at the star he was destined to become. However, life took a devastating turn when he lost his mother to spinal meningitis just 2 years later. At 17, Jaheim found himself orphaned, grappling with the profound grief of losing his greatest supporter and anchor. Imagine being a young man with big dreams, but now feeling utterly lost without the person who believed in you the most. Yet, in the face of such heartbreak, Jaheim chose to channel his pain into his music. He began crafting a demo that reflected his struggles and aspirations, pouring his emotions into every note and lyric. In a moment that would foreshadow his future, a young Jaheim, channeling the smooth sounds of Luther Vandross with his rendition of Never Too Much, declared, "I'm absolutely not looking for love right now. I'm just focusing on building a dream." Little did he know, this focus would soon propel him into a life that was about to change forever. Jaheim was far from the typical image of an R&B star. With his rugged look and streetwise demeanor, he resembled more of a Tupac than a Tevin Campbell, standing out in a genre often defined by polished aesthetics. But as fate would have it, an unexpected twist set the stage for his breakthrough. One day, while shopping at a Newark clothing store owned by the legendary group Naughty by Nature, Jaheim's music demo found its way into the right hands, quite literally. KG, one of the band members, stumbled across the demo and was immediately drawn in by Jaheim's raw talent. He recognized something special in Jaheim, seeing him as a unique bridge between the classic soul of artists like Luther Vandross and the contemporary sound appealing to a younger audience. KG knew he could help craft a sound that would resonate with both old-school fans and a new generation. Reflecting on the moment, KG shared a humorous exchange. "Who did you find first? Was it Next? Was it Jaheim?" With a chuckle, he replied, "Actually, I had Jaheim first and he came out last. Yes, and to this day he'll tell you he's pissed off about that." This serendipitous encounter in a clothing store would mark the beginning of Jaheim's journey towards stardom. KG recognized Jaheim's immense talent and reached out to him on April 1st, 2000, with an exciting offer to sign him to Divine Mill Records, a subsidiary of Warner Brothers. Initially, Jaheim hung up the phone, convinced it was just one of his friends playing an April Fool's prank. However, curiosity got the better of him and he decided to call back, ultimately setting the stage for a life-changing opportunity. Just a year later, Jaheim launched his debut album, Ghetto Love, which became an instant success, selling over 880,000 copies in its first week alone. What a way to launch a career, one might say, and it was indeed a remarkable start. The album soared to number 2 on the Billboard chart, marking the beginning of his rise to fame in America. The early 2000s proved to be a golden era for Jaheim. In 2002, he headlined his first tour, performing with a live band for the very first time as part of the Seagram's Gin Live concert tour. This experience was transformative, allowing him to connect with audiences in a whole new way. Riding the wave of success, he followed up with his second album, Still Ghetto, which featured hit singles like Put That Woman. Jaheim's unique blend of soulful melodies and authentic storytelling captivated fans. Jaheim's success continued to soar with albums like Still Ghetto and Fabulous, both of which reached platinum status. But as is often the case, a dark past has a way of resurfacing when least expected. On June 14, 2004, while Jaheim was outside a convenience store in Hillsborough Township, law enforcement officers approached him, accusing him of possessing drugs. In a heartbreaking twist, he found himself behind bars again, reminiscent of the struggles he faced in his youth. However, this time around, Jaheim had matured significantly and was no longer the struggling artist from the ghetto. He was now a successful musician with the means to fight back. In 2005, he pursued justice through an appeal, and thankfully, a judge ruled in his favor, declaring the charges invalid due to the officer's unlawful search of his vehicle. Despite this hard-won victory, Jaheim faced repercussions. He was placed on a 2-year probation and required to attend anger management sessions. As part of his sentencing, he even had to write a letter of apology to the officer involved. This experience, while challenging, added another layer to his journey. In 2005, Jaheim faced yet another setback when a tractor-trailer collided with his luxury vehicle. Just when it seemed like he couldn't catch a break, he found himself grappling with not only the aftermath of the accident, but also the uncertainty of his career. Determined not to let his fans down, he took matters into his own hands. Rather than waiting for the storm to pass, he built a studio in his New Jersey home, a space where he could pour his heart into his music. This is where he began writing and co-producing his third album, Ghetto Classics. Jaheim had a particular fascination with the G word, likely a nod to his upbringing in the projects, where he first discovered his passion for music. This album became a pivotal moment in his career. Released in 2006, Ghetto Classics debuted to impressive acclaim, selling 150,000 copies within its first week. Not only did it mark a significant comeback, but it also secured Jaheim's place at the top, reaching number 1 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart. In 2007, Jaheim made a significant career move by leaving Divine Mill Records to sign with Atlantic Records. This transition marked the beginning of a new chapter with the release of his fourth album, The Makings of a Man. While the album featured the hit single, Never, which peaked at number 76 on the Billboard Hot 100, it failed to replicate the chart-topping success of his earlier work. Fans began to express their disappointment, feeling that the themes of hustling and paternity in his new songs had become repetitive and cliché. Despite this dip in chart performance, Jaheim was still making strides beyond his music. He expanded his horizons with modeling gigs and ventured into acting, landing a role in a Paramount movie that unfortunately has yet to see the light of day. His talent was undeniable, and he was steadily building a diverse portfolio. In 2010, Jaheim returned to the music scene with his album Another Round, which featured the standout track Finding My Way Back. One of the standout tracks from Another Round was an emotionally charged song that drew inspiration from the soulful sounds of the 70s. Despite its heartfelt composition, it only managed to reach number 95 on the Billboard Hot 100. However, the song's depth and artistry resonated with critics and fans alike, leading to Jaheim receiving 3 Grammy nominations. Throughout his career, the music industry has brought Jaheim a wealth of experiences, from cherished memories to the trappings of fame and financial success. In 2011, his talent was recognized with Grammy nominations in several prestigious categories: Best R&B Song, Best R&B Album, and Best R&B Vocal Performance. More recently, in 2023, he received a nomination for Favorite Soul R&B Male Artist at the American Music Awards. Jaheim's impressive career has seen him sell over 5 million records globally, a remarkable feat that underscores his impact on the R&B scene. With significant earnings from both album sales and endorsements, his net worth has climbed to an impressive $4.5 million. Driven by a long-held dream to establish his own record label, he relaunched Julie's Dream Music Group in 2014. The name holds special significance for Jaheim, as it pays homage to his mother, Julie, whose memory has always been a guiding force in his life. His most recent album, Struggle Love, was released in 2016. But since then, Jaheim has slipped from the public eye. It's a bittersweet reality of the entertainment world. One moment you're in the spotlight, and the next, people can easily forget you as they chase the latest trends and stars. That's precisely what happened to Jaheim: legal issues and industry drama. In a shocking turn of events, R&B singer Jaheim, renowned for hits like Fabulous and Put That Woman First, found himself embroiled in a scandal that would drastically alter his reputation. Authorities in New Jersey charged him with third-degree animal cruelty and failure to provide necessary care for an animal. The situation unfolded on what seemed like an ordinary day in Hillsborough, New Jersey, when a distressing call alerted authorities about a puppy in urgent need of assistance. Responding quickly, law enforcement arrived, ready to provide help, but what they discovered inside Jaheim's home was both disturbing and heartbreaking. Upon entering the residence, officers were confronted with a scene of utter despair. They found over a dozen dogs confined to separate crates, each in deplorable and inhumane conditions. The crates were filled with several inches of water mixed with dog feces, creating a toxic and unsanitary environment for these innocent animals. It was immediately clear that these dogs had endured unimaginable suffering. Jaheim, who was present when authorities arrived, was immediately taken into custody and charged with third-degree animal cruelty and failure to provide necessary care for an animal. The gravity of the situation became even more evident when one of the mixed-breed pit bull terriers, found in critical condition, had to be euthanized to alleviate its suffering. This heartbreaking decision underscored the severe neglect the animals had endured. The surviving dogs were carefully transported to a local kennel, where they would finally receive the care and attention they desperately needed. Veterinary professionals were brought in to examine them, assessing their physical and emotional well-being after the trauma they had faced. This incident marked another chapter in Jaheim's tumultuous life. Over the years, he had encountered his share of run-ins with the law. In 2007, reports surfaced of a heated altercation between Jaheim and another artist during an industry event. Witnesses claimed the situation escalated into a physical confrontation, resulting in injuries and property damage, which quickly made headlines and tarnished his reputation. As the legal proceedings regarding the animal cruelty charges unfolded, it became clear that this incident was just the tip of the iceberg. Jaheim's history revealed a pattern of legal troubles, including contract disputes with his record label and allegations of copyright infringement. These ongoing legal battles not only drained his financial resources, but also took a significant toll on his mental and emotional well-being, leaving him to grapple with the consequences of his past choices while trying to salvage his career. One of the earliest incidents that ignited Jaheim's legal troubles occurred on March 28, 2010, when the R&B singer was arrested outside a 7-Eleven convenience store in Hillsborough Township, New Jersey. The arrest stemmed from a routine traffic stop. Jaheim had been pulled over for allegedly speeding, traveling at 65 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. However, what began as an ordinary traffic violation quickly escalated when officers detected a strong odor of raw marijuana coming from his vehicle. Recognizing the smell, the Hillsborough police requested permission to search Jaheim's car, which he consented to. During the search, they uncovered a small bud of marijuana tucked underneath the driver's seat, alongside several cigar wrappers, cigar shavings, and cigar paper, items typically associated with marijuana use. This discovery led to Jaheim being charged with possession of marijuana in a motor vehicle, in addition to the speeding citation. The combination of these charges raised eyebrows among fans and industry insiders, prompting concern about the implications for the Grammy-nominated artist's career. It's worth noting that this wasn't Jaheim's first brush with the law. Just a year earlier, he had faced charges of disorderly conduct, but had been released without bail. The recurrence of these incidents cast a shadow over his public image and raised questions about his overall well-being, leaving many to wonder how the pressures of fame and personal struggles were affecting the talented singer. More drama and the Usher call-out. Jaheim's career has seen its fair share of drama, and one of the most surprising moments came when he boldly called out Usher for a Verzuz battle. The music community was thrown into a frenzy as fans and enthusiasts speculated about this unexpected challenge. Verzuz battles, which pit two artists from the same genre against each other to showcase their biggest hits, have become a cultural phenomenon, making Jaheim's challenge all the more intriguing. It all kicked off when Jaheim took to Instagram to post a photo of himself alongside Usher. His caption was striking: "Let's settle this once and for all." The internet buzzed with curiosity and confusion. What had prompted Jaheim to challenge one of the biggest names in the industry? Was this a serious call-out or just playful banter? In his post, Jaheim urged someone to set up the Verzuz battle, referring to it as a king move. He wrote, "Someone set it up, let's move all the pawns out the way, king move." The playful yet assertive tone hinted at his confidence, but he also added a cheeky challenge. "But if you're scared, I'll just say checkmate. I will give Usher 1 month to step up. Nothing personal, he's one of the best, respectively." Jaheim's unexpected challenge to Usher sent shockwaves through the music community, leaving fans and followers both stunned and curious. The bold move seemed to come out of nowhere, igniting a flurry of speculation online. Was this the beginning of a hidden rivalry, or was Jaheim simply looking to reignite his career and reclaim his place in the spotlight? As word of the challenge spread, social media lit up with reactions from fans and fellow artists alike. R&B singer Tiffany Evans was among those taken aback. In a now-deleted tweet, she expressed her disbelief, stating, "I know Jaheim not talking about the Usher Raymond LEL." The mix of surprise and amusement from the music community only fueled the fire of speculation. Many were left wondering what had inspired Jaheim to make such a daring call-out. Despite the confusion surrounding his intentions, Jaheim's determination was clear. He doubled down on his challenge in the comments of another post, emphasizing that he was serious about facing Usher in a Verzuz battle. But the big question lingered. What had sparked this sudden urge to settle the score? Was it a strategic move to garner attention, or was there more to the story? For now, that remains a mystery, adding another layer of intrigue to an already fascinating situation. Controversy seems to follow public figures like a shadow, and despite Jaheim's attempts to stay out of the limelight, he couldn't escape it entirely. In October 2016, a jaw-dropping incident brought him back into the spotlight, this time involving the outspoken radio host Charlemagne "Tha God." On that particular morning, Jaheim was the target of Charlemagne's signature humor on The Breakfast Club, a show famous for its unfiltered discussions and celebrity roasts. As the conversation unfolded, the atmosphere was lighthearted, but Charlemagne had a surprise in store for Jaheim. With his usual flair, Charlemagne decided to award Jaheim the dubious title of Donkey of the Day. The reason? Jaheim's unconventional hairstyle, which many listeners found questionable. The radio host's sharp wit and candid commentary drew laughs, but it also left Jaheim in an uncomfortable position, with his appearance becoming the focal point of ridicule. The news of Jaheim being named Donkey of the Day spread rapidly, igniting reactions from fans, media outlets, and notably, Jaheim himself. Known for his emotional performances and passionate demeanor, Jaheim didn't take the mockery lightly. He turned to social media, where a torrent of tweets and videos flowed from him, overflowing with anger and frustration. In a particularly biting moment, he humorously dubbed Charlemagne Charlene the Goddess, a playful yet stinging jab that highlighted the tension between them. But the criticism of his hairstyle was only part of the story. Behind the scenes, rumors had been circulating in the music industry about an alleged romantic relationship between Jaheim and rapper Joe Budden. Charlemagne had addressed these rumors on his show, which only deepened Jaheim's sense of being under attack. The combination of the Donkey of the Day label and the swirling allegations felt like a personal assault, pushing Jaheim to a breaking point. He was determined to defend his reputation, feeling both misunderstood and cornered by the public's perception. As the feud intensified, fans and media outlets eagerly speculated about Jaheim's next move. Would he take the plunge and confront Charlemagne in person on The Breakfast Club? The anticipation was electric, and what had started as a lighthearted jab transformed into a gripping saga that captivated both fans and tabloid readers alike. Impact on his career. Jaheim's personal struggles and controversies have had a significant impact on his career. While he continued to perform and earn money from live shows, he disclosed that the financial returns from his albums were minimal. This lack of financial success, combined with the negative attention from various controversies, contributed to his waning presence in the music industry. In recent years, things took another unexpected turn for Jaheim when he became a no-show at a St. Louis music festival for 3 nights in June 2019. Concert-goers were left disappointed and were offered refunds, which only added to the uncertainty surrounding his future in music. Although he appeared on Angie Stone's 2019 album Full Circle, fans were left eagerly awaiting his next studio album, unsure of when new music would come. In July 2019, Jaheim expressed on social media that he wouldn't be performing anytime soon, stating, "I'm changing a few things, then we shall meet again." After stepping away from the spotlight, Jaheim's absence led to swirling rumors about his well-being. In 2023, shocking whispers about his alleged death began circulating, sending waves of disbelief through the music industry and his dedicated fan base. Initial reports were met with concern as fans and media grappled with the thought of losing such a talented artist. The rumors gained traction when an article claimed that Jaheim had passed away in the hospital after a long battle with cancer. The news spread like wildfire, leaving fans heartbroken and mourning the loss of a beloved R&B singer. Shock and disbelief filled the air as people tried to come to terms with the rumors. As they gained traction, fans flocked to social media to share their grief and condolences. The media, always eager for sensational stories, quickly seized on the situation. News outlets and entertainment sites began reporting on Jaheim's alleged death, fueling the frenzy. Headlines blared with dramatic flair, and speculation ran rampant. Journalists scrambled to gather more details, reaching out to Jaheim's representatives for confirmation or denial. Amidst the chaos, fans took it upon themselves to investigate, uncovering the truth that the singer was, in fact, alive. By 2019, however, the once-beloved sex symbol and musical sensation was facing hard times. He was reportedly driving for Uber to make ends meet. An Instagram user named Gordon Davis shared his surprising encounter with Jaheim as his Uber driver. Staying at a hotel in Atlanta, Davis was stunned when the man behind the wheel turned out to be the R&B star himself. According to Davis, Jaheim explained that he was in town visiting a relative but had run out of money. Desperate to earn enough to get back home, he had resorted to driving for Uber. As Jaheim's absence from the music scene stretched on, fans and critics began to notice a striking change in his appearance. The once robust and charismatic singer had lost a considerable amount of weight, sparking intense speculation and rumors about the reasons behind his transformation. Many fans attributed his weight loss to excessive drinking and drug use. They pointed to his gaunt look, suggesting that his smaller frame was indicative of substance abuse. Social media buzzed with comments and theories. While some expressed genuine concern for his well-being, others harshly criticized what they believed were his poor lifestyle choices. However, Jaheim firmly denied these allegations, eager to set the record straight. In a surprising twist, he revealed that his weight loss stemmed not from drugs or alcohol, but from a conscious decision to adopt a vegan diet. He even took to social media to share a recipe that included unconventional ingredients like banana peel. Despite his efforts to clarify the situation, skepticism lingered among fans and critics alike, with many continuing to speculate about his lifestyle. This wasn't the first time Jaheim had faced harsh comments. Throughout his career, he had often been subjected to ridicule and criticism, frequently labeled as the thug of R&B. While speculation about Jaheim's weight loss and alleged drug use continued to make headlines, another surprising revelation emerged. Jaheim has a daughter. This added yet another layer of intrigue to his already mysterious life, as the details surrounding the child's mother remained unknown, leaving fans and critics curious about the circumstances of his daughter's birth. As fans eagerly awaited his return to the music scene, Jaheim's whereabouts and current activities remained largely under wraps. In the realm of entertainment, controversies often arise when celebrities share their political views. One such incident occurred when Jaheim publicly supported President Donald J. Trump, calling him a great man, and asserting that Trump has saved a lot of people. This endorsement quickly drew skepticism and outrage on social media, with users expressing disbelief and disappointment. The situation escalated when Jaheim shared a video on his Instagram, beginning with a moment of silent prayer that set a serious tone. With conviction, he stated, "Trump has saved a lot of people," immediately capturing the attention of his followers and the wider public. In the video, he didn't hold back, declaring, "Face it. It is what it is. I don't give a damn who don't like it." He challenged viewers to do their homework and promised to share more content that would wake y'all up. With these bold statements, Jaheim positioned himself as a vocal supporter of Trump, unafraid of the potential backlash. Now the big question is, will Jaheim ever make a comeback in the music scene? With all the drama surrounding him, it's tough to predict. At 46, many of us are left wondering what he's up to. Here's hoping he finds his way back, not just to the stage, but also to himself. We're all rooting for him to return and bless us with that incredible voice once again. What's your favorite Jaheim song? Let us know in the comments.